Good morning everyone, welcome to another video about Upgrade or Trash It, a channel that looks at how useful can we make old laptops. In this video I've got the Latitude E6420 and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be installing Windows 7 on it. Now this is going to be a very detailed video involving a lot of steps, because it's not just a simple matter of installing Windows 7 as you would Windows 10 and then everything being fine. We've got to install Windows 7 and then we've got to install some security updates, and then we've got to find all of the missing pieces of software or drivers that make all of the different parts of the laptop, such as the Wi-Fi and the Ethernet port, work and stuff like that. So let's crack on, let's turn it on, stop prattling. Now I've already created a video showing how to install Windows 7 on this laptop, but the disadvantage of that video is it doesn't go any further, because when you install Windows 7 on a laptop you then have to go and find some drivers, as I said, and that's a complicated and fraught process unless you follow a specific set of guidelines, which is what I'm going to show you in this video. Okay, so this is all about the language, time and currency, and I want this to be to the UK. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, I'm just going to accept. Okay, so I want to do a custom install, and let's just get rid of this partition here. Okay, let's get rid of this one as well, make it all one, just neatens things up. Right, what happens at this point is that files are copied across from the USB stick across to the laptop, and you can see at the moment we're right at the beginning. As soon as this shows me that it's progressing well, I will pause the video and then come back a little later when it's near the end. Okay, you can see that the process has moved a lot further on and everything's gone smoothly. We're just about to finish it, get to 100%, and then it's going to be the first restart. Okay, let's move that restart on a bit. So let me tell you a little bit about the Latitude E6420. This was released in the UK sometime in the autumn of 2011, so that's 11 years ago. When it was first shipped, it came with Windows 7 Pro, so exactly the operating system which I'm putting back on it now. It came with a 250GB SATA hard disk drive, and it came with 4GB of RAM, and it had a second generation, or it has a second generation of i7 processor. The screen is 14 inches, which is 1600 by 900 pixels. I would expect an installation of Windows 7 on a machine such as this to take around 20 minutes, and so far we are 10 minutes through the process. Okay, so now it's going into a second restart. Okay, so let's name this laptop. Let me just do a quick Okay, I don't want to activate Windows at this stage. I use recommended settings. All that looks to be fine for where I am. Perfect. So there we go. There's and the installation has completed in one way for Windows 7. And I lied, it didn't take 20 minutes, it took 15 minutes. Now the trouble with Windows 7, unlike Windows 10, is that Windows 7 doesn't install all of the little pieces of software to make things like the Wi-Fi or the screen work properly. I mean, the obvious thing with the screen is you can see that it's not as sharp and as clear as it should be. So that needs a device driver to be downloaded to kind of correct it. So that would, logically speaking, that would be the next thing, to go to the Dell website and to download all of those tiny pieces of software, those device drivers, to get the screen working, to get the Ethernet port working, to get the Wi-Fi working, because you can see down here that none of that is working. You can ignore that red cross over the battery because it actually hasn't got a battery in it. But there's a stage that you've got to do first. You can't just go to the Dell website and download those drivers. There's something you need to do first, and that is installing some security updates. So in the next part of the video, that's what I'm going to be showing you how to do, how to locate and then to download them and then to install them. So the next stage in getting Windows 7 to work on a Latitude E6420 is to download 3 security updates or patches. And the 3 patches are here. You've got the KB3179573, you've got the KB4474419, and then you've got the Windows Update Agent. Now, I'm not sure why these need to be installed in order to allow us to successfully download all of the different drivers for the Wi-Fi, for the Ethernet and for the display. But trust me, they do need to be downloaded. Now the good news is that we will be downloading each of them from a trusted source because they're going to come straight from Microsoft's website. So that's really good. So let me quickly, and they are very, very small downloads. So I've done a search here for the 3179573 download, and it's immediately come up with the Microsoft Update Catalog, and this is where I suggest you get it from. Now, and this is the one here. We don't want the one for a 64-based system. We just want this one here because it's for a 32-based system, which is what the E6420 is. So I'm just going to come over to the right hand of the screen. It's only 1.5 megabytes, and just it's going to bring up another link, and there we go, it's downloaded. And then we're going to do the same for the 4474419. Again, go to the Microsoft Update Catalog here, and look, you can check this is clearly part of Microsoft's site. And again, what you're looking for is you're looking for the 86 base system. Don't go for the 64, go for the 86 base system. So this is 34.3 megabytes. So we're just going to click on download. And that has been downloaded. And so for the update agent, what we want to do is we want to go to this page here, learnmicrosoft.com. and then we scroll down here and we're looking for, all of this is Windows 8 of course. Here we go, Windows 7 SP1. So we just download that package now and you'll get a potential security risk. So I'm just going to say allow the download because I know it's coming from Microsoft. And then what we can do is we can just check. So there's our 3 downloads there. Now the next stage of this is to download these updates onto a USB stick, and then I can install them on the E6420. And that's the part we're going to do next. So here I am, I'm back on the E6420. I've got my USB stick with those 3 security updates ready to download and install. Now I download these in a certain order, and the first one I'm going to install is the top one here, the KB3179573. Each one only takes a couple of minutes to install, and I think there's probably a manual restart with each one as well. Let me quickly log in. Okay, so the next one I'm going to install is the one that ends in 419. You see it on the screen there. Now you might want to install these 3 updates in any order you like and let me know if they work. And you also might want to try installing these updates without restarting between each one. But I'm just doing it in a certain order, and I'm doing the restarts just to play safe. And the final update is to install the Windows Update Agent. So here we go. Okay, so those 3 patches seem to have been installed correctly. We'll just quickly do a restart just to check that everything's okay, and then we can move on to the next stage. Okay, fantastic. So the restart has gone smoothly as well. So we are ready to take it to the next step. And that step is to start to download the drivers. But we can't go crazy at this point because there's one specific driver that we need to download first, and that's the chipset driver. And I will show you how to do that in the next part of this video. So to find the chipset driver, what you need to do is to go to, I've just googled Dell support, and I'm just going to go to their main support page in the UK, and then here you're either going to put in the laptop model number, and you can see I've already done this, or the service tag. And then it takes you to a page which is really like this tells you everything you need to know about, in this case, the Latitude E6420. You've got lots of different sections here. The one that we need for the drivers and downloads, so we'll be doing some more downloading of other drivers in a couple of minutes. But as I said, the first one that we need to locate, the first driver that we need to locate is the chipset driver. So you can see that I've just come here and narrowed it down, and then these are all the possible things, the drivers that you may need for the chipset. The necessary one as far as we're concerned, and the only one that we need to download to make this a success, is this bottom one here, Intel chipset driver. So we're just going to click on the download, and there we go. It's got this rather technical name. So what we're going to do is I'm going to transfer this onto a USB stick, and in the next part of the video we'll install it onto the E6420. So here we are, we're back on the E6420. I've got my USB stick open in front of us, and that shows the chipset driver, which is here. The driver Win R293337 file. So I'm going to click on this, and we're going to do a quick install of it. Okay, so that installed really nicely. Let's just do a restart to make sure that everything is groovy. Fantastic, everything looks fine and dandy, which means that the next part is that we can download specific drivers to get things like the Wi-Fi working, the display working, the Ethernet working. And let me just check to see if the Bluetooth is pre-installed on this. Yeah, so we got the Bluetooth there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check out probably just doing the Wi-Fi and doing the display driver for the resolution, and I'll show you that in the next part of the video. Okay, so here we are, we're back on the Latitude E6420. Memory stick is open on the screen, and I've got the driver for the wireless, which is ready to be installed, and then also the video driver here to make the display correct. So I'm going to start, you can do them in any order is my understanding, but I'm going to start with the video driver because I want to correct this screen and get it to be as sharp and as clear as possible. So we're going to click yes. Okay, let's restart and hopefully magic will happen with the screen. We will get rid of the blur. and welcome some clarity. Fingers crossed. Now this is looking good. Excellent. The device driver for the screen, for the graphics display, has installed beautifully. Look at that screen. Okay, well, I'm still not going to rest until we have installed, got the Wi-Fi working. So let's go back into, so here we go. One final hurdle to get over, and this is to make the wireless work. And there's my wireless download there. The file is W1WL. So I'm just going to click on that. And fantastic. There we go. If you watch in the bottom right hand side of your screen, the monitor has gone and the bars to indicate that the wireless is working have appeared, and there we go. There's all my wireless connections in my local neighborhood. Well, after all of that palaver, after all of those difficulties, we finally managed to get the screen resolution working and also the Wi-Fi working. So thanks for watching.